Hey everyone, welcome back to the Tres Jolie channel, or my channel. I am here. I am going to work on a project for this month's sketch challenge using the scrapbooking kit. You don't have to necessarily do a layout or a traditional layout. It's for inspiration. But I am going to. So I have the scrapbooking parts all laid out right here. And I'm just going to go over them real quick because Kim went in more detail in the reveal video at the beginning of the month. So I'm just going to show these Prima flowers, which are part of the kit. And I really like these that look like daisies. And I'm really kind of focused on them, and I don't know why. Then there is these two heart chain frames from Creative Embellishments. I don't know if they'll make it to this project, or I'll have them hoarded away for the future. A pack of Say It in crystals. These two little tags. Some little heart picks. This gem-like trim pack from Prima. It's the whole 1 yard pack in the kit. So there's that. There are these two cut apart sheets from Lemon Craft. And then there is just a pack of patterned paper, and then a pack of, well, let's see, they say basic paper. There we go. And then there is the collection kit, the same one, Sweet Secrets, and that has the ones that have the large prints on it. So there's that. They're both Sweet Secrets. You have the collection kit and the basic paper. This is the beginning of it, and this is the photo that I'm gonna kind of try to work around. And if anybody's wondering, that is me. I was like 4 years old, and that little head sticking out is one of my cousins back there. I know which one, but I won't call him out by name. So here's my beginnings. I want to work this in to the sketch. I like the sketch. I like the layout of the sketch. I just have to figure out exactly how I'm going to work it in as with my picture. So I'm gonna go through real quick. Well, it probably won't be real quick. I'll just make it look real quick. And figure out what papers I'm leaning towards. When I had originally put this on the mat, I was thinking of doing something else, and then I changed that So I just, since I had it stuck to the mat, used my Cameo to trim down this so that it was 11.5 by 11.5. So not a whole lot of trimming. And then I'm just going to use my paper cutter to trim down this sheet. And I am just going to kind of put them together. It's not going to be anything really too much, because I am going to sew around the edges. Just enough to hold it in place while I sew. Sorry, it's really hard for me to talk right now because I have the hiccups. So I keep trying to pause so I don't just hiccup through the whole thing. I did decide, and I am going with some black stitching along the edges. There's that. Just to trim, I just have to trim up the tails over here. And now for some clear gesso. Now with this dry, I can work on let me think. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I have this pack of Tim Holtz. It's a 4-pack, it really is. There we go. Of stamps from Tim Holtz. And I think I'm going to start with this one. And I'm going to see, I don't even know if I'm going to use a block or not. Just sort of freehand this. Okay, my Stays On is dry. And in keeping with the well, trying to keep with the sketch, I have there's no way that I'm going to be able to pronounce that. So this is my stencil right here. It's you know, little dandelion looking stencils, or dandelion looking stencil, and I'm going to do it coming off the top with, yep, this one, some paper texture paste from Prima, the stencil and the paste both from my stash. For my second choice, which it could be any one of these three really, also from, but I haven't decided yet. Let's see, maybe a little bit of both. No, I think I'm going to use this one right here. And there I have that. And once this is dry, once my paste is dry, I'm going to come back and add some color. This isn't dry yet, but I was sitting here and I was thinking, and I decided I want to spray on the color while it's still a little wet. And this, I'm going to use Wild Honey Distress Oxide from my stash, and just kind of give it a few squirts, and then use a watercolor brush. Use this one. Nope, that one's empty. There, use the water. And this is actually, I believe I got both of them in a 2-pack from a previous Tres Jolie kit last summer. I can't remember for sure when, but I'm pretty sure it was last summer. I don't know if this is going to get picked up on the audio, but outside they have the big tree trimmers here cutting away from where the power lines are, so I can't wait for them to get done. I'm just gonna real quick, this is a sheet from the paper pack, and I just ran some little doilies out of it. There's only 2 in here, or I cut 2 out, and oops, and now I just put a hole in that one. It's going to be mostly covered. Careful if you're going to flick them, your finger can get caught. And then my second one, careful. I'm not being too careful because they are going to be behind the picture, and probably turn them to hide where I tear. And let me see. Let me get the file number for you on here. They're from the Silhouette store. Let me see if I can't get the number. They are, or this design is number 2, 4, 3, 4, 15, and it's a lace doily, and it's a Paige Taylor Evans design. So 2, 4, 3, 4, 15. Yep. Okay, so it's a lace doily, design number 243 415, and it's a Paige Taylor Evans file. So even if you don't have Silhouette Studio, she has an Etsy store, and from what I've seen, I haven't ever actually looked and compared, but I do know that she has an Etsy store, and I have seen the same designs on her Etsy, or in her Etsy store, that are in the Silhouette store. So if you don't have Silhouette and you want some PTE, she has an Etsy page. Alright, I am just going to clean this off real quick, and then, I don't know, see if I can move along in the construction process. Okay, here are my little doilies. gonna see. Maybe I'll kind of offset them. Start just sort of I'm gonna just sort of start throwing things on and see if I can get some rhyme and reason going on over here. Okay, my flowers and all my pieces I glued on are dry now, and I just grabbed up some packaging from one of these flower packs to cover my picture, because I am going to use some black distress paint to splatter. And I'm gonna want some that are bigger drops, which is why I chose a brush. And so I'm just going to put some here and see if I can do this without making too big of a mess. Let me pull this out real quick. I'm not going to move the layout around because that paint has to dry. But I can pull this out. And there I am. My sketch inspired project is complete. Thank you for joining us here at Tres Jolie. I hope that this project and the sketch gave you some ideas on what you can do with the scrapbooking kit this month. I mean, I know that I'm kind of at the end of the month here, but hopefully this gave you some ideas on what you can do with the kit and how to or a way to interpret the sketch. I hope that you join us at Tres Jolie, and I hope you join us in the challenge. And I will see you next month. Until then, have fun creating.